I want to welcome you once again to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make coffee table with tufted body. What is tufting? It says tufting. It is that depression that you usually see on furnitures, either chair, either table, either size 2. So that depression you usually see on furniture is what I'm going to be teaching you today. And I'm going to be making a coffee table. So, and I want to tell you that all this design that we'll be making, whether the storage, whether the one with coffee table with cover without storage, you can actually use it to make a size 2, the design. Any design you want, all this design I'm teaching you, you can use it in all areas. So we are going to go straight to today's tutorial, and what we are going to be needing, of course, we need tire. We need tire. I'm using car tire. You can use any tire of your choice. You can use a bigger tire that is more bigger than this. You can use a smaller tire depending on what you want, your preference. So we'll need drilling machine. We'll need industrial stapler. We'll need legs, furniture legs. So we'll need foam, and we'll need fabric. So any fabric of your choice. I've told you before, anyone you want to use, either leather, either Ankara fabric, anyone you want, anyone your customer wants, depending on what you want. So the first thing we are going to be doing is, first of all, you brace. After you finish bracing your tire, I want you to look at this. This is a square. Yes, I cut a square, 5 inches by 5 inches. This is a square. The kind of tufting we want to make, is a diamond tufting. And this is a diamond shape. You see, this shape is a diamond. If you cut a square and you place it like this, you position it like this, you see that this is a diamond square. This is just like a pattern to make it easier for us to make that to make the depression on the foam. So you just eyeball it, just to eyeball what you want to do. So there are different types of tufting. You can do this kind of design. You can do it straight, depending on how you want the design to look like, depending on how you want the impression to look on the furniture you are making. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to attach the foam to the body. You know the way we do that. You know the way we attach that. So we just so let me first attach the upper base to the tire. You know the way you just, first and foremost, you screw the plank, the plywood, to the tire. I'm going to be attaching 4 screws. So after this, I will gum the foam, the upper foam, to the plank. So the foam, like this. So you just staple the side foam to it. Remember how we usually do it. Remember the first video and the second video that we just the same method. For the tufting to show very well, you know, we have, it's like a depression. For the depression to show very well, I would advise you use 2 inches foam. One of this is 1 inch, so I doubled it to make it 2 inches. So you just do the same thing you did to the first one and just attach it. After attaching the first layer, you just attach the second layer. So I would advise you use 2-inch foam to make you understand what I'm saying when I start putting the tufting, to make it more depressed. So I want to show you the difference between the depression. This one I use 1 inch and this one I use 2 inches to show you the depression will, I mean, the kind of foam, the inches of foam you use will depend on how deep the tufting you want to make will be. Do you understand? So I just want to show this example. This one is 1 inch, why I'm using 2 inches for this one. So we'll just compare it. So anyone you now want to choose, you want to, you know, for your furniture, anyone you want to choose, you will now choose it. So the first one I'm going to be, I told you how I arrived at this diamond shape. So just square, cut square, then you slant it this way. So the first thing you're going to be doing now is just mark where you want it to be. So go like this. This is the kind of design we are looking at. It can be in a slanted form, but I'm using this diamond shape. This is what I want to use. So you can make your own straight. Just be creative about the style that you want. So I just mark where I want the tufting to be. So that's where I will attach. So what you will do is just take your scissors, any sharp, just pull the foam there out. Pull the foam, you see, create space. Just do it like this. Remove the foam. So allow the plank, the plywood to be showing. Remove the foam and allow the plank to show. So you are going to do the same thing to the body, to the sides. So you are going to do the same. Same thing you did to the upper part. You are going to repeat the same thing. So remove it. Remember, we use 2 inches foam for this one. We use 2 inches foam for this one. That's why the hole is deep. So you just continue this way. Make sure you cut the foam deep. Allow the foam and the tire to be showing when you're cutting it. So you just place your fabric on it, the materials you are using, you place it on it. So what you would do is you use your hand to look for where the hole is. See, this is one. So you just take your staple gun, staple it down. You see, it's already creating. So you come here, so you look for where you create this thing. just use your hand to locate where the holes you created, where they are. Okay, so we are done with this upper part. Locate where the holes are here too. So if you want this folding, you know that there's always a kind of folding that is always on it. So just use your hand to adjust it. Please make sure the pins are going directly into the hole you created, so that the pins will attach directly to the tire. If not, it will pop out, and you don't want that to happen. So locate the hole, and that is why create big hole. Create big hole so that it will be easy for you to locate. So as usual, you just staple the down part also. Remember, you have to pull properly. You have to pull it properly. You do the tufting first before stapling the down part. So we are done with tufting. I've already stapled the down parts. So now what I want you to see is, I told you I use 1 inch foam for the upper part, and I use 2 inches foam for this side. So look at it now. You see the depression is not as deep as this. So I would advise, when you want to do a tufting, when you want something deep, use 2 inches foam. So but if you just want minor tufting, this one is not as deep, you can just use 1 inch. But I I would advise you to use 2 inches. 2 inches foam. So that's the difference. So what we are going to be doing is to be putting this button. You can use any button. You can use this cloth to make button. You take it to tailor to make buttons for you. So I'm using these buttons. So our hot glue gun, we'll need it here. You remember hot glue gun? I've already plugged it to the socket. So you just place it on it. So I'm going to be mixing it. I'll use the smaller one and the bigger one. You can use any button of your choice. So, see how beautiful it's looking. So this Tuften, you can do it on chair, on sofa, anything. See, it's so simple, so simple. So I put these small buttons. So I just mix it. Just be creative about it. And this will do better work. This gum, this hot glue gum that I told you. So that's about this. So the next thing we just do is just to attach the leg, and we are good to go. So just attach the leg. Remember how we used to do it. Remove this upper part to make it easier for you to screw. Please practice. I want to see your pictures. I want you to practice everything you've been taught. So eyeball it. I would advise you use small screw for this part. So almost done. So just attach the upper part back. all the fancy legs, almost all the fancy furniture leg usually have upper part like this and screw on top. Almost everything, almost all the furniture leg usually have this. So you, to make it easier, they did that so that it will be easier for you to screw the down part. You can use longer legs. You can even decide not to put leg. You can use wooden legs, any type of leg that you want or that your customer wants. So they are done attaching the legs. If you like, you can paint this down part. If you like, you can put lining. You can put the same fabric depending on what you want. So that is that about this. So we are done for today's class. We are done. It's the same thing when you are making chair. It's the same thing, the same process. So this is called, they call it tufting. Like I told you before, you use button to decorate it and you are good to go. I hope you enjoyed today's class. I want you to practice. I want to see the pictures of your work. Please don't watch this video, don't just learn and just keep it somewhere. Please practice. Practice makes perfection. So I will see you in next class. Thank you so much and God bless you.